So with that and kind of diving into that, you said you had some pushback originally when people found out you were, Web3 blockchain related with your project. Obviously, once again, we're in a bear market, so a lot of retail liquidity has left crypto overall. Um, you know, what's your opinion just basically on crypto overall? What blockchains have layer one blockchains have you been paying like the most attention to? Do you have any theories on how things are going to move when the bull market comes back, probably like after the halving in 2024? Um, how are you looking at just the overall space right now?
Yeah. Look, I think it's great question, and I think it's interesting because that's kind of with these cycles, you see things really come into fruition and things completely disappear, right? And I think that's also in a maybe perhaps a little melancholic way. It's a sad reality that the bear market comes a lot of not even the bad, a lot of just the stuff that didn't work gets flushed out, and the things that, and this isn't just crypto, this is any economic cycle that we're talking about, right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, so from that context, like I think that yeah, we're gonna see, like you said, we're not close to a bull just yet. Still a while away, and in that time we're going to see more and more of these things happen. Companies shut down, VC funds getting liquidated, uh, you know um, chains basically crashing, blockchains crashing, stuff like that. But at the same time, that's where having, and strangely enough, having that community aspect of crypto is so great, because you can always go into these circles and still have these conversations and learn and understand and kind of complement um, what you're doing in terms of learning about the space and kind of growing what you aim to achieve. So that's kind of my take on it. It's never easy building or working or running a business or being an entrepreneur in market conditions such as these, but it is also just a
Part of the
facet of,
game.
yeah, exactly. It is, right? So you've got to kind of push on through.
Absolutely. And I mean, just to be, that's what we're doing right now, having to adapt. And especially in the NFT market, there's so much negativity that it's so easy to be like, if you didn't mint out right away, you're going to quit. And, if you were talking to, and I'm listening personally because, I'm building a project and, looking to get on your level, or just talking to someone who hasn't even started a project yet, but are interested into starting an NFT project or a crypto Web3 project, what advice would you give them on what to keep in mind when starting? How do you deal with the hard times? What are some challenges that you faced personally as you're building along your journey?
Yeah. Look, I think running a business in this space isn't cut out for everyone. I'll be very honest. It's rough. The good times are great, but the hard times are, awful, because people are obviously on in the negative. They're not happy, and you, human nature being human nature, you react or attack, just because of the difficulties that you're facing. So that may be like a lot more, in a, if so for context, right? Let me give you an NFT example, to elaborate on what I'm trying to say. You look at Zagabond, the founder of Azuki.
Hmm.
In the bull market, or start of the bear market, he information came out that he'd rugged like 3 or 4 projects prior to Azuki. That didn't kill the project. The project grew because the market was still good. People held those NFTs, each one was worth like 6, 7, 15, 20 Ethereum, something like that.
So a bag.
Yeah. And they kept going. But now, with the release of the elementals and all the controversy around that, everything crashed. And it's looking very hard to kind of go from there. In fact, within the Azuki DAO, they're having a vote to use the Azuki DAO funds to sue Zagabond, right? Yeah, yeah,
Yo,
and I mean that's decentralization at its finest, but that tells you what sentiment's like at the moment. If we've seen how much the Bored Apes and their floor prices have dropped, uh, and people calling that sort of stuff out. That it's tough, and if you're not thick-skinned enough, it's going to be hard for you to make it. We see more and more project leads going, "Oh, I'm taking a break or I'm quitting due to mental health reasons," right? And yeah, because you need to, just how you look after your physical health, you need to look after your mental health. And if you're not doing either and you're running a project, get on it, right? If you need to take a break, take a break. I can very comfortably say that, I swim 3 to 4 days a week. I see a psychologist, um, you have to, if you want to, get through all of this. Like, if you're not actively looking after yourself, it's going to be hard.